Hi, this is Chris. Today's going to be a hot day. Right now it's nice and cool and I need to go out and water my garden, but I wanted to work in my Kitty Keepsake Journal. I haven't worked in this for a while and I don't want it to end up being a UFO, an unfinished object. So I think I'll do a page or two in this. And this is a notebook I started many years ago and never finished, and it's got pictures of my cats. I've already taken some out here. It's a really cute notebook. And then I decided to make an altered book, so this was a children's book, Tosca's Surprise, and I have videos on how I made this. Try to keep the glare off of it. And all the pages for the original book are in here and they're in order. I have 3 signatures. And so it starts out, and I start out with my very first kittens. Picture of my mother who brought these kittens home. And then the kittens here. So this was Inky. This was Calico and Butterscotch. I didn't have them very long, so I fit them both on one page. Now, Tippy is a cat that I had for several years, and she's the only cat I had that had a litter of kittens. And so here's a lot of pictures for Tippy. And I have a little pocket, and it opens all up, and here's all her kittens. These help to hold the pages in, the little flip outs in. There's Tippy. She actually had 2 litters. The first litter she had only 1 kitten, and the second litter she had 5 kittens. And then that was enough. So the next one I'm working on is this one that I just called Kitty. And the way that I got Kitty, it was a Halloween night, and this was my dog Gidget, and we were sitting in the living room. My family and I were sitting in the living room and waiting for trick-or-treaters, and these boys came up to the door for trick-or-treat, and they had a kitten. And they said, here's a kitten for you for Halloween. And I'm sure my parents were groaning, saying, no, don't take a kitten. But I'm a sucker for cats, so I took this adorable little kitten. And then I was in high school, and I was learning, teaching myself photography. My mother had always been interested in photography, and it was her hobby. And so she was helping me, and I was learning to use a 35mm camera, and I took these pictures of Kitty. So we named him Kitty because my father said we weren't going to keep him. We were going to find him another home, but as it turned out, they became close friends, and I would often find my dad sitting in his chair in the evening with Kitty curled up on his lap. So that's a page that I have to finish, and then that's it. So I'll just go through briefly, and these are the pages from the original book with the original story, and then I added these pages and I franken-paged them, added to the edges so that they would be this more square size. I just added some scrapbooking paper I had that I wasn't using for anything in particular. So that's the first signature, and then the second signature is just this cardstock in different shades of neutral, and I can use this to put a lot of pictures in, and then the rest of the pages of the story. And so the older I got, the more pictures I took, because by then I had my own cameras and and I could take all the pictures I want. So I would like to matte these just so they stand out, and I'm trying to decide. This is a very early picture, out of focus. This was a letter from the veterinarian when we had to have Kitty put to sleep when he was old and feeble. He lived 15 years, and that's a good time for a cat. At least I think it's the longest I've ever had a cat. He and my little dog Gidget, they got along really well. In fact, Gidget had had puppies the year before, and when Kitty came to live with us, they sort of adopted each other, and Kitty actually started nursing on Gidget, and Gidget produced milk, and she nursed Kitty far too long. He was almost as big as her when we finally had to stop it. But yeah, he was so tiny. He was just maybe 5 weeks old. I don't think he was even 6 weeks old yet. He was really tiny. So I'll think of something to matte these with. And I need room to journal because I like to write a little bit about each cat. So perhaps I'll put these here, and then I can put these over here, and I have a whole bunch more pictures. Look at all of these pictures I have. Like I said, I had my own camera by then. Here's when he was older. Cameras were getting better. We had a little fish pond in our yard, and here he is just about to jump into the fish pond, and I sort of gave him a nudge and he fell in, and he never went back after he got wet. So this is hard to decide, you know, what pictures I want to use. So I'll just start with the first page. Okay, I'll find something to matte those with. I think I'll do a page of black and whites. Pick out which ones I like best for the black and whites. Well, I had to square a lot of these up because back in the day we didn't have nice photo trimmers like we do now. I think these colors, this golden afternoon color looks good on this page. I think I may leave that one off. So I also had to get rid of some of the sticky residue from the old magnetic album they were in. I don't know why they called them magnetic. They had glue on them. And I just rubbed the back with my magic rub eraser. And pull the glue off. So, I can do this like this. I can have some journaling down here. Well, these pictures are so big. Just can't, don't know if I can do them all. I did a little more work on this off camera while I was waiting for some of my files to download and my camera battery to recharge. And I put some more photos on this page. I put this little caption here that I wrote years ago in my original little album. I put all the black and white pictures on this page. I thought that was pretty together. And then you saw me do this. I stuck this little one up here. And on this page where Tosca is sleeping in the drawer in the story, I put pictures of Kitty sleeping. I put the golden ones here, and then off camera I outlined them with the brown Stabilo pencil and blended it with a water brush. And then this page I put some of the larger photographs and some more of the black and white photographs. And then I just have these last two. I think I'll go ahead and put them on here, and then the next page will be for the next cat. And as I said, my mother was into photography, and she taught me to edit my photos, and by edit them I mean what you might call today curate them. In other words, when you get them back from the printer, you pull out all the ones that you don't really need to keep, the ones that are blurry, the ones that aren't that great, the duplicates. And I did that in the past when I made my first scrapbook with these pictures, so I didn't edit them much this time. In fact, I think I used them all, even the little tiny ones. Let's see, where's the tiniest one? Right here. Little tiny one of Kitty up on the eave of the roof, hiding from everybody. And so that's my Kitty Keepsake Journal with Kitty. Thanks for watching, and have a great day crafting. Bye-bye.